Hi dear students, Santosh here, and today I am going to deliver the lecture on foundation and its types. It is a very important lecture as far as building construction basics are concerned, and one must go through all these type of foundations to made familiar with the building construction. So without wasting the time, let us start the lecture. What is the foundation? Foundation is the lowest or lowermost part of the structure which safely transfer the load from superstructure to the soil. Means this part is the superstructure of a building and this part is the substructure, and which transmit the load below, means on the foundation or lowermost soil strata. So what do you mean by foundation? Foundation is the lowest part of structure which transmit the load of the part above it, which is called as a superstructure, and transmit below the part of foundation, that means soil. What are the functions of foundation? It distributes the structural load uniformly on the ground, prevents excessive settlement, and provides stability against sliding and overturning. This is the transfer of load. Everybody knows that. Thence prevent the excessive settlement, means such a type of settlement is there. It prevents such a settlement and provides stability against sliding. Sliding means it slide like that, and overturning means structure overturn. It gives the stability against the sliding and overturning. It is so simple. Classification of foundation. Foundations are mainly classified as shallow foundation and deep foundation. This part is also important for the soil mechanics as well as for foundation engineering. Shallow foundation. A shallow foundation is the foundation in which the depth is less than or equal to the width. If this is the depth of foundation, if this is width of foundation, when depth of foundation, this depth is less than that of width, it is called as a shallow foundation. And what is deep? When the depth is more than that of width, is called as a deep foundation. Shallow foundation is suitable when soil has a good bearing capacity, then loads are lighter or moderate, and depth of foundation is small. Then types of shallow foundations. All types of shallow foundations are used for residential building constructions as well as the construction where a load part is less. It supports a single column. It is used where columns are widely spaced and soil is strong. This type is a common type of footing which is called as isolated. Why it is called as isolated? Because each column is apart from the other column. Then type of isolated footings. It is very important. Pad footing. Pad footing means only rectangular type or pad type of footing for a column. When it is step type, it is called as a stepped footing. There are 2 or 3 steps are there. And when it is sloping, then it is called as a sloped footing. It is so simple. This is the column section and this is plan. The plan of rectangular column is rectangular, and for stepped footing there are 1 or 2 more steps are there, and for sloped footing it is like that. So one must know the plan, because it is the lecture of building construction. Sometimes this rectangular part may be a circular, then it is called as a circular footing. Then combined footing. A combined footing supports 2 or more columns on a single footing. It is used when columns are placed close to each other. It is provided when individual footing overlap or uniform load distribution is required. म्हणजेच काय आहे, तर 2 कॉलमचं स्पेसिंग जर जवळजवळ असेल अशा वेळेस सेपरेट फुटिंग न प्रोव्हाइड करता, का? कारण सेपरेट फुटिंग ओव्हरलॅप होतं. अशा ठिकाणी आपण काय वापरतो, तर 2 कॉलमला एकच फाउंडेशन किंवा एकच फुटिंग वापरतो. सच अ फुटिंग इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ कंबाइंड फुटिंग. Then we go for the strip footing. It is also called as a wall footing. A strip footing is a continuous footing provided under a load bearing wall. This wall carries the load like a column, so it is called as a load bearing wall, and the footing provided below the load bearing wall is called as a strip footing or a wall footing. It is suitable for residential building having uniform soil bearing capacity. When the bearing capacity of soil is uniform, so it will contract the load of the load bearing wall. Then we go for the strap footing. Two isolated footing is connected by the rigid strap beam used when column is near the boundary and strap beam balances and distributes the load. This is the strap beam. So these two are the isolated column footings, but isolated footings are connected by a beam, and such a beam is called as a strap beam, and such a footing is called as a strap footing. So simple. Then we go for the raft foundation. Sometimes it is called as a mat foundation because this is like a mat, so it is called as a mat foundation. A raft foundation consisting of large concrete slab covering the entire building area. It is used when soil bearing capacity is low, and it helps in reducing the differential settlement in the structure carrying the heavy loads. What is the differential settlement? One column settles more, one column settles less. Such a settlement is called as a differential settlement. To avoid such a differential settlement, we go for the raft foundation or a mat foundation. Then we are going to discuss the deep foundation. What is a deep foundation? A deep foundation is a foundation that transmits the load of the structure to the deeper and stronger soil strata. It is used where the soil near the surface is weak. It is suitable for the structures carrying the very heavy loads, and it is adopted when there is a water table or water table is high. In such a cases, we go for the deep foundation. Type of deep foundation. First deep foundation very commonly used is a pile foundation. A pile foundation consisting of a long slender member driven deep into the ground. It is used when the top soil layers are weak. It is suitable for the bridges, towers, structures connected in waterlogged areas. म्हणजेच पाईल फाउंडेशन कुठं वापरतात? वॉटरलॉग्ड एरियात वापरतात. सॉइल जेव्हा वीक असते तेव्हा वापरतात. These are the piles, 4 piles, 1, 2, 3, 4. These piles are covered by the pile cap, and there is a construction of pier, and there is a construction of pier cap also. Such a type of foundation is called as a pile foundation. Sometimes here may be a column. Then we go for pier foundation. What is the pier in a bridge? It is the intermediate support provided to the bridge. Such an intermediate support is here, which is called as a pier. A pier foundation is a cylindrical foundation that transfers the load through bearing at the bottom. It is used where hard soil is available at the shallow depth. It is suitable for the bridges and heavy structures where load is large but area is small. Then, what is the caisson foundation, or we sometimes caisson or caisson? It is sometimes called as a well foundation. Sometimes well foundation and caisson foundations are the different. And there is coffer dam also. What is coffer dam? It is temporary structure constructed near the bridge which stops the water, or which do not allow the water during the construction of the bridge, piers, abutments and foundation. So we go for the caisson foundation. A caisson foundation is the large hollow foundation sunk to the required depth. This part is sunk in a ground. It is used for the construction in the river beds, means construction of bridges. It is suitable for the bridge, piers and abutments where score depth is high. Score depth, I already go through that score depth in my lecture of bridge engineering. Okay. So this is the pier, this is the well cap, this part is called as a staining, and this is a curve, and this is the cutting edge. Okay, one must know all these parts to draw a beautiful diagram. Beautiful means it is neat and suitable diagram in engineering examinations. So it is enough for this lecture. Actually, foundation engineering is a separate subject in civil engineering, but this is the lecture of building construction and it is a basic lecture, so it is enough for everybody. हे लेक्चर हे सामान्य माणसाच्या सुद्धा उपयोगाला येणार आहे. त्याला कमीत कमी माहीत पाहिजे की पाईल फाउंडेशन काय आहे, वेल फाउंडेशन काय आहे, कॅशन फाउंडेशन काय आहे, स्ट्रॅप फुटिंग काय असतात, आयसोलेटेड फुटिंग काय असतात, वॉल फुटिंग काय असतात, या सगळ्या गोष्टी थोडक्यात मी या लेक्चरमध्ये कवर केलेल्या आहेत. अँड फॉर मोर डिटेल्स अँड नोट्स you may please contact my administrator, that is Viren Chanda. His number is there 8766847055 and my email id is there svkulkarni72@gmail.com. So it is enough. Till then, bye. See you.